Today I am celebrating Carlos Castañeda, or I think more accurately pronounced Carlos Castañeda, the writer who was responsible for the series of books about this character Don Juan, a Mexican shaman who's well, there's some debate about whether or not he really existed as a human being. My personal feeling is that the stories are so persuasive, even if they have fictional elements to it, there must be some solidity there, some being grounded in fact. But regardless, the stories elicit themes which are so profound and highlight ideas that are so immediately verifiable. They suggest ways of approaching reality that can be adopted and experimented with, and for me were transformative. I think I first discovered Don Juan in my adolescent years and read all of the books, I believe, or at least many of them. And the stories were not just fascinating, could barely put them down, but the ideas that were revealed have really affected the way that I appreciate reality. Things like the way he talks about stalking one's death and using one's death as an ally. Realizing that death is an ever-present reality on our shoulder, and to live without that kind of awareness is to live like a child, is to not really is to live with a great deal of innocence. That the more we are aware of our death, the more it gives us a presence about the things that we do. It's funny, even in just saying this now, I kind of realise, wow, yeah, maybe the last couple of days I've lost connection with that reality and allowed myself to just pass time without that degree of presence that one has when one is absolutely aware of the fact that death is waiting for me, and if I don't use this moment now, it could well catch me when I'm unawares. You know, it's ideas like this that have such a profound impact on the way that we view life that for me makes Carlos Castañeda a writer that is really worthy of our admiration. If you haven't read any of his books, I really recommend them. Especially if you're someone who is toying with or thinking about toying with psychedelia, because I think he really demonstrates in there how the use of power plants are worthy of great veneration and respect, and that, you know, most of his experiences are extremely negative in the moment and take a lot of time for him to be able to find a way of contextualizing and coming to terms with. I myself, who feels that I have had great lessons through the use of psychoactive substances, have also had my arse thoroughly kicked and handed back to me on a number of occasions. And if I hadn't had that perspective that those painful lessons were there to teach me something, I think I might well have gone completely insane. Some people may judge me to have indeed done so, but actually I think wrestling sanity back from those situations is very character building, and there isn't a single dark experience that I've had with those substances that hasn't become a profoundly life-changing experience in a very positive way. So I think those books are quite healthy for anyone who's thinking about going down that route, because it really shows you that you don't know what you're getting into, and that path is not all fluffy rainbows and sparkling revelations that just make us happy. So today I wish to honour the work and the contribution of Carlos Castañeda.